Jane, I don't mean to worry you, okay? But no one has seen Jax for 2 hours, and he won't answer his cell. I know it could be anything, but I'm really afraid that it's Jerry. He just got back. I'll call you later. All right, bye. Jax.
What?
Where have you been?
Hey.
I'm so worried about you.
The police, they wanted me to identify my brother's body.
That coffee smells divine.
It should. I'm in the coffee business.
Right.
Here you go. How's your head feel?
That's all right. I'm a little tired. Not surprising, considering you wouldn't let me sleep more than a few hours at a stretch last night.
Yeah? Well, I didn't hear you complaining when you opened your eyes and saw me standing over your bed.
Today, the role of Rick Lansing will be played by Nick Kyrgios.
Well, Rick, got nothing to say without my attorney.
Well, good morning to you, too. So, what had you so rattled that you killed Lorenzo Alcazar and left evidence behind?
I was just kind of wondering if you had time to talk about potential surrogates, because I thought maybe if I brought this to Jason with options.
We need to discuss your test results first.
Okay.
It's going to be more difficult than we thought for you to have a baby.
See, now I was about to give you the benefit of the doubt that you actually asked me to spend the night out of genuine concern for my health.
Okay, so I overreact a little bit. You're alive. You're not comatose. I did my job well.
No, I should have had Clarice come out from the city. She wants to be my first assistant. She could certainly watch me sleep.
The only reason I asked you to spend the night is because you were too vain to go to the hospital.
I walked in to that statue that you had dumped on my property like a blight.
First of all, Carly delivered it. And if you had just called and asked me, I would have come over there and removed it. But instead, you bring it over to my place, and then you walk into it, hit your head, and you knock yourself out. I still think, just in case, you should be treated by a doctor.
Oh, wow. I have no time.
No, I think that you are scared to be linked to me, and you don't want anybody to figure out who you really are, Connie.
Hey.
I miss you.
I haven't left yet.
I know, it's just the anticipation. We'll be apart for hours. Come on.
Think how great it's going to be when I get home. All that built-up passion.
Oh, then let's just skip the part where we leave, shall we?
Nicholas, I love this. I love the way it is now. It's just you and me again.
I know, me too. It's all I ever really wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, nope. Perfect timing. I was close to being late for work. Sorry.
Bye.
Have fun. I love starting my day out with a dose of happiness like that.
Yeah.
Apparently, I've spoken too soon.
Tell me that you can keep Emily out of prison.
Cops found a body on the outskirts of town. They thought it might be Jerry.
Was it?
No. Jerry may have changed his face, but he didn't change his frame. You know, I always told myself that if I ever stood over Jerry's corpse, I'll know.
Wow. It must have been so strange for you, staring at that dead body, wondering if it's your brother's.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes me just hate Jerry more. For staying away just to torture you.
You said you wanted him to go away.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean anything if you won't let him go.
You won't worry, though. I'm sorry.
No, it just scares me. You know, it does, because as long as Jerry has this control over you, he's always gonna manipulate you.
The tests show that your eggs are barely viable. Now, a successful fertilization isn't impossible, but it's highly unlikely.
I mean, how did that happen?
Look at your medical history. Between the abrupted placenta and the shooting, your reproductive organs have taken a lot of abuse.
Okay, but when you say it's unlikely, you mean
10% chance at best. Even with all the fertility options at our disposal, you can spend a lot of money and time, even years, and never have a child.
and you can't offer me any other hope?
I tell women who really want to be mothers to look into adoption.
So what you're telling me is that either way, Jason and I, we will never be able to share a child together.
In a way, I'm gonna miss you. Not out on the street, eliminating people on Sonny's orders or beating me up whenever the mood takes you, but I'm gonna miss this.
The desk sergeant said I could just come in.
I don't suppose you're looking for me.
It's always nice to see you, Rick. But I am here to see Jason.
Why don't you do her a favor and tell her to go away?
You're late. Maureen Harper will be here any minute to prep for the fire interview.
Oh, I know. We prepped last night. You weren't around.
Sam?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm having a hard time focusing right now.
Dare I ask?
I won't be making a baby after all. My eggs aren't viable.
Sam, how awful for you.
I know, and all that's left would be adoption, and why would Jason want that? Elizabeth has already given him the only child he's ever gonna want.
Mr. Mayor.
Lansing, press has made quite a meal out of Jason Morgan's arrest and the impending grand jury indictment.
The evidence is cut and dried.
Yeah, well, I've heard that before. You need to make sure this sticks.
The recording of Alcazar identifying Jason Morgan as his killer, it's been verified by forensics.
Yeah, well, let's get 3 other opinions outside the PCPD forensics lab. I want Morgan convicted.
He will be.
Tell me something. What do you think the chances are that he might go for a plea bargain, huh? Maybe give us Sonny in exchange for leniency?
There's no chance, but it doesn't matter. Once we convict Jason, it won't be hard to connect Sonny.
Yeah. Well, that's provided you don't protect your big brother like you've done in the past.
Rick hates you. And while I'd like to believe he could do his job without bias, I know better. So can't you get your attorney to change the venue?
Since when are you an expert on legal procedure?
Well, as Rick so kindly pointed out, my ex-husband's a lawyer, my current husband's a cop, and yes, I do watch some of those TV shows. Don't laugh at me.
I'm not.
I just don't think that you'll get a fair trial with Rick as the DA.
Diane's a great lawyer. If she thinks a change of venue is going to help, she's going to do that, but the case may not even go that far.
Was that based on fact or just wishful thinking?
I don't do a lot of wishful thinking.
I do. But I try not to think about what I could change and how things would be different. I have so much to be grateful for, mostly because of you.
How is Jake?
He's great. Yeah, he's incredible. He's just a little miracle. I'm not biased or anything.
No, doubt it.
He sleeps about 5 hours through the night now, and he's so alert. And he turns his little head towards me every time he hears my voice.
Why wouldn't he? He's been hearing you talk for 9 months.
I wish my boys could know you. I wish you could be acquitted and you could get your life back. And it would somehow intertwine with ours. And that you and Lucky and I could be at ease with each other. And not keep tripping over the secret I've asked you to keep. And I wish this because you deserve to be a part of Jake's life. Just as much as he deserves to have you.
You're quite transparent, you know. You bait me, challenge me to cross a line. I don't know what you hope to prove.
Tell me I'm wrong. Show me there's still a little bit of Connie Falconeri left inside you.
I went to a lot of trouble to become who I am now. I'm not about to give it up to prove something to you. That would be foolish.
Oh, Kate Howard foolish. Ooh, we're never gonna see that. Even running into bad art. Kate Howard would never have a hair out of place. You know, I figured out the difference between who you are now and who you were then. Connie actually let herself have a human moment. You think you can do that? You think you remember how?
Thank you for your hospitality.
Oh, so now you're gonna leave? Right? Do you ever miss Connie Falconeri?
Who's Connie Falconeri?
Did you get my fax? Yeah, that's what Jerry looks like now. And if he comes to London, I'm sure he'll contact you. I don't want you to do anything. I don't want you to meet with him. Just call me. Thanks, you too.
Your private investigator had 1,000 questions for me.
Were you helpful?
Oh, who can tell? I truly wish you would stop trying to find Jerry.
My brother. He's your son. I can't believe you'd write him off like this.
Haven't you ever heard of tough love?
Yeah, it might have worked for Jerry when he was 16. He needs more from us now.
Well, what about our needs? Jerry has done nothing but disrupt your life since he entered it here, and he's given you nothing in return except to finally go away. Let him stay gone.
Look, we can't give up on him. If we turn our backs on Jerry now, I'll guarantee you he'll become the monster that everyone thinks he is.
From what I understand, if Jerry disappears or dies, he will use the evidence that he has against Emily and send it to the State Department, and then she'll be implicated for treason.
That's true, which is why I need you to prove that she's innocent now.
You sound as if you expect Jerry to die.
Alexis, I won't let Emily live her life with this hanging over her head. Okay, I want her free of this so she can live her life with me, so she can be the brilliant doctor I know she will be, and if that means killing Jerry Jack, so be it.
What exactly do you expect me to do here?
Prove that she was set up, clear her name. I mean, unless you feel like there's still a need to protect Jerry.
Oh, welcome back, Nurse Spencer. How's that beautiful baby boy of yours?
He's great, thanks to you and the rest of the staff. There are pictures.
Oh.
He's the youngest baby in daycare right now, not the smallest, just the youngest, and I'm having really bad MSA.
Mommy separation anxiety.
Well, take your mind off of it. Show Jolene how to update the surgeon's contact list and have it done by noon.
That's the Epiphany equivalent of welcoming you back with confetti and a parade.
So.
Meanwhile, I have 2 women in labor who need my attention.
Okay. You must be Jolene. You're Elizabeth Spencer.
Hi, it's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet
Have you
you.
figured out how to access computers yet?
Pretty much.
Okay, well, Epiphany wants us to update the contact list for the surgeons. You go into the directory like this.
You just got back from maternity leave, didn't you? I did. So don't mind me if I'm a little shaky. It's my boy's first day in daycare.
Oh.
Okay, can you verify Dr. Lee's cell phone number?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Hey, welcome back.
Hi.
Thank you.
Have you seen Jason?
No, why? What's wrong?
He swears that everything is fine despite being under arrest for murder, but sometime between yesterday and today, I have a feeling something bad really happened.
She'd rather have the truth stay buried. The last thing Sam wants is for you to be a real and present father to your son. Sam fears, maybe rightly so, that if the truth about Jake comes out, Elizabeth and Lucky's marriage will be over, and you and Elizabeth will end up together.
Morgan's our first priority. Sonny, he'll be a little harder to pin down.
Why is that?
I don't have the evidence yet, but I'm going to place an informant inside Sonny's organization.
You put Morgan away, I'll provide you with all the resources you'll need to get Corinthos.
Good lucky. And call me crazy, but don't you think it looks bad when the arresting officer's wife visits his prisoner?
Why did Elizabeth visit you today? Connie Falconeri, she runs a junkyard. Kate and I were just discussing the statue that you delivered, and it's not really Kate's taste, you know, but it would be right up Connie's alley, wouldn't it?
Oh, I'm so sorry. You didn't like the statue?
No, actually, my tastes are a little more subtle, but it was sweet of you to make the effort. Sonny, thank you again for dinner last night and coffee this morning.
I couldn't let Kate go home because she returned the statue to give to you, and then she somehow hit her head on the big thing.
You know, who you play mattress tag with is none of my business. I'm just so grateful that my kids weren't here to see it.
Excuse me, not that I intend to ever spend the night again, but don't do that. Don't ever insinuate that I would do something inappropriate in front of your children.
Wow, you have that outrage indignation thing down really good. You can leave now because I have some things to discuss with Sonny.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but this is no longer your home. So, actually, you don't have the right to ask me to leave.
You really want Sonny to choose between the two of us?
Sonny doesn't need to choose because I have no intention of staying. Thank you again for your hospitality and the perfectly roasted chicken and your attentiveness. As you can tell, I'm completely recovered from my mishap.
You happy now?
If you were involved with her, you deserve everything you get.
First of all, there's nothing going on between me and Kate. And I just think it wasn't very nice that you bought her an ugly statue on purpose.
Well, I think it was over the top and it was a little obnoxious. She should have loved it.
Why are you here?
I need to talk to you about Jerry. You know he's gone. I know you're looking for him, and so is Jax. I want you to promise if you find him first, you will let me know.
My
Please.
focus is on Jason, and as long as he's still, in trouble, Jerry's not a priority. No, I'm telling you right now. As long as Jerry is out of the picture, I will not hunt him down.
You make it sound like your brother can still be saved.
Why not?
He took 15 people, including your own wife, hostage right here in your very own hotel.
Yes, which is why I'd like to find him to stop him from doing something so stupid again.
Oh, Jax. My darling. You know, I used to think that Jerry had just simply taken a wrong turn somewhere and that he was going to find his way back, but I'm afraid. I am afraid now that he's too far gone.
Do you honestly not care what happens to him?
Of course I care. But I can't help him. All I can do is love the son who's here. The one who shows compassion and loyalty. My two boys have both reaped what they sowed. And Jerry is alone. And he's alone in a world with murder and blackmail and malice. And you found family and security and love. And I cannot bear the idea of you being dragged down into that. He has tortured enough people.
Jerry was tortured too. He didn't tell you that, did he?
Tell me what?
During the time when he was missing, he was being held by some not so nice men. He was tortured. They made him watch while they killed the girl that he was involved with. Yeah. Jerry came away broken.
He told you this?
No, he told Carly.
You believe him?
I believe that Jerry's standing on the edge of something, and I believe that I can pull him back. There's still good in him, Mom.
Oh, Jax. There is such goodness in you. There always has been. It makes you see the good in others, too.
I'm not naive, if that's what you're saying. I'm not.
I am so proud of you. But I cannot support this loyalty to your brother. You have vowed to put others first. Carly, Michael, Morgan. They're who matter now.
Aren't you going to tell Jason what the doctor said? I don't know, Amelia. Jason might be relieved. He's never going to have to commit to me. There will never be a child keeping us together. You know?
So you don't want Jason to fight for shared custody?
No, you know, I want Jason to do a lot of things. I want him to include me in on his life. I want him to ask me to help raise his son the same way that he asked me to help raise my daughter. He wasn't her father. He knew that we would be great together. Now he's not going to need me.
This must be so painful for you.
I am angry. Okay, I am angry that my baby died. I am angry that the doctors told me to wait, and then when they said it was ready, it was too late. I am incapable of carrying a child. Do you understand that? This, to me, is unfair. Look at how everything that went wrong for me went right for Elizabeth.
You still have Jason.
I don't know about that. Jason is moving further and further away from me. He's got his son, and he's going to be in his heart forever. And me, I am going to fade into the background.
Elizabeth wanted to see if I was okay.
You didn't have to let her.
Lucky they brought me up from lockup to wait for my lawyer. Rick was in here questioning me. Elizabeth came in. I didn't really get a chance to refuse the visit.
Well, okay, so would you have?
Probably not.
What if you get convicted, Jason? Are you gonna let Elizabeth drive up to the prison to visit you? That's not friendship, Jason. That's taking advantage.
Detective Spencer. Clearly you are too well versed in the legal code to actually be questioning my client without the benefit of legal counsel.
This is personal.
Personal? All right, well, I'll make a note of that. Should this case ever actually get to trial, that will be relevant when you're called to testify about Jason Morgan's arrest. In the meantime, good day. First, you're chatting with a television producer. Now, it's with a police detective. Clearly, we need a refresher course on your Fifth Amendment rights against
I didn't
self-incrimination.
say anything to Lucky.
If any phrase other than "I have nothing to say" without my attorney present crossed your lips, then you did. So let's hear every word.
His wife came to visit me.
Detective Spencer's wife?
Yes, that's right.
Well, this just keeps getting better and better. So pray tell, what did you say to her?
It's personal.
Jason, Mrs. Spencer's name is going to be on the visitor log, which means that the court can ask her to repeat your conversation to her. So what was it? Word for word.
If Elizabeth gets called as a witness, I will tell you what we discussed. But that's not going to happen because Rick and Lucky don't want her involved.
Elizabeth Spencer couldn't possibly be your alibi
No,
for the time that Lorenzo Alcazar
no.
disappeared. Be very sure about that. Because it could save you a great deal of trouble, not to mention a life sentence without the possibility of parole if anyone, particularly a wholesome mother of two, saw you on the day Lorenzo Alcazar disappeared.
I saw Elizabeth right before Alcazar disappeared.
All right, where was this?
It was at the hospital. I went to see my sister, and I heard that Elizabeth and the baby were going home, so I stopped by to say hello.
And?
And we talked for a few minutes. She let me hold the baby, and I left.
All right, exactly how did this leave-taking occur? I mean, did you get a phone call?
Yeah, I did, actually. I got a phone call.
From?
From Sonny.
And the conversation was regarding?
Work.
And by that, I'm sure you mean coffee. All right, look, Jason. Do you have any reason to believe that Elizabeth Spencer is going to tell her husband about the fact that you visited her in the hospital on the day Lorenzo Alcazar disappeared, or the fact that you received a phone
enough,
call?
okay? I'm not on the witness stand right now.
Yes, fine. But Elizabeth Spencer might be, and I need to be prepared. So what does she know, and how badly can it hurt your case?
Well, doesn't look like your morning went any better than mine.
You first.
Okay, I went to the hotel. I had another conversation with my mom that went around in circles about Jerry. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but my mother's gone completely to the cynical side.
She's a smart lady, Jax. I went to see Sonny and asked him if he were tracking Jerry. He said he doesn't know where Jerry is and he doesn't have any plans on finding him.
Well, thanks for trying.
Do you realize that not a day has gone by since our honeymoon that our life hasn't been about Jerry?
I know. I know.
I married you. And I love you. And I really, really want to be with my husband.
Well, I'm right here.
Now, there's so many things that I didn't get to show you on our honeymoon.
Maureen, anytime during the interview you need to stop, it's no problem. We all know how difficult this is for you.
Thank you so much.
That goes for you too, Sam. The loss of a baby is one of the most difficult things a parent can go through. I'll see how close we are.
What you're about to do here is gonna save the lives of so many children. I hope so, but it won't change how much I miss her. Sometimes when I see a woman with a baby, I hate her because she got to have her child while I've lost mine. I know I have felt the same way before.
Really? He wasn't cranky at all when he woke up? Oh, I'm so glad. Thank you so much. I'll be there around 1 to pick him up, okay? Thanks, bye.
Thank you so much for introducing me to Dr. Henry. That stuff he said about rotation protocols suddenly made sense.
Oh, yeah, no problem. I was a student not that long ago, so we have to stick together.
Shame on you for making that poor girl think the little doctor's really nice underneath.
I'm not sure how much good I did. I've been so distracted worrying about Jason. Did he give you any idea of what's been bothering him? Aside from the fact that he's been arrested for murder?
No. I just have this bad feeling that it was something deeper, something personal.
Yeah. Hey, new daddy. How's it going?
Hey. Can I speak with you for a minute?
Yeah. What's wrong?
After everything we talked about, argued about, why did you go visit Jason again?
Elizabeth and I have been friends for a long time. She would never testify against me.
Jason, she may not have a choice.
She's not going to tell Lucky that she saw me in the hospital that day.
How can you be so sure?
Well, because he doesn't like that we're friends.
I can't imagine why.
Look, she doesn't want to cause a fight with Lucky by telling him that she saw me.
She obviously had no hesitation about visiting you here
Because
today.
I'm in lockup. She's a friend. She wanted to show her support.
She's married to a cop. Look, Jason, don't misunderstand me. I am not judging your personal life. I do not care if this woman is your friend or your lover or your partner in tournament bridge. I don't care. The point is, she is not protected by spousal privilege. Elizabeth Spencer could be compelled legally by the court to reveal any conversation you've had with her.
I'm not going to do that.
Fine, then she has two choices. Refuse to cooperate and be charged with obstruction of justice, or lie and be charged with perjury.
Elizabeth is not going to be called to testify against me, Diane.
You don't know that. And this is a really bad time to indulge in wishful thinking. Leave.
I need to see Jason.
All right, I see. We're going to completely ignore the Constitution today. Hey, I have an idea. Let's mount a positive thinking defense, okay? Because golly, the DA will never call any of Jason's friends as witnesses, because that would be mean. All right, do my client and yourself a very big favor. Do not let Jason reveal anything that could get you called as a witness.
Why? Why is Diane so upset?
I've had too many visitors.
Amelia?
Yeah, she was one of them.
How'd that go?
She definitely hates Sam.
I'm assuming she showed you all the stuff about her father and the other men?
Saw the files. Sam married him, stole from them, and then disappeared.
I had Stan do a checkup, and it's all true, Jason.
Why'd he miss it the first time?
Because Sam never used her real name, and, the first 4 husbands never filed charges. But she did kill Amelia's father. But they said it was self-defense.
It was self-defense.
You're not going to confront Sam?
Not right now, not yet.
Okay, here's what I'm saying to you, okay? She knows things she shouldn't. And that could get us in a lot of trouble later on.
Sam is not gonna steal from me. She's not gonna betray me to the cops, but she is in a position to do a lot of damage. Sam knows that I'm the father of Elizabeth's baby.
Hold that thought.
No.
It's the hotel.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I was gonna do that. I don't care. I was gonna turn it off.
No, you weren't.
How soon can you move in on the family?
Well, I get to work on it today. Now my partner will let me know when they've left their homes. Then I'll place the wiretaps on Mr. Jack's phone and his mother's as well.
Okay, good. Just be sure not to overlook his hotel, his office. Hi. I thought you were on duty.
Yeah, I switched shifts. Thought you wanted me home with you.
No, I do. We'll be in touch.
Yeah.
Why are you spying on Jax and his mother?
You know why.
You think Jerry's gonna contact them? Nicholas, why can't you let this go? We've been happy. We've had one little moment.
I know,
of
but
peace.
I just feel like the other shoe's about to drop.
So you insist on hunting Jerry down?
Yes. You're damn right I do. I love you. And I will save you from Jerry. And there's really nothing you can do about it.
I'm sorry, okay? I should have told you that I was gonna go see Jason.
Okay, then why didn't you?
Because I know it bothers you, and I just didn't want to fight about it
But
anymore.
if you know it bothers me, why do you insist on seeing Jason again?
I wanted to be there for someone who has helped us both. I'm gonna go pick up the kids, and I'm gonna take them to the park. Do you want to come with us today?
I wish, but
Please, Jake and Cameron, they would love to have their daddy there, and I really could use the help right now.
you know, I got these pesky things called cases and... But you're super mom. It's not like you can't handle those two.
Right, because when Cameron gets going and Jake won't stop crying, it's really easy. But you don't, I'm sorry, don't worry about it. I can handle it, like I always do.
I want to thank you on behalf of all the mothers and fathers watching today for sharing your story. Your warning could save countless children.
And we're clear. Good job. Thank you, everyone.
I don't know if I could thank you enough. Really, thank you so much.
Someone. I have to get some air. I'm sorry.
Wes, maybe you should follow.
No, Wes, leave her alone, please. Just go on, give her a minute. You guys have no idea what it's like to lose a child.
Sam, I'm so sorry that you lost your dream of being a mother.
Amelia, have you ever wished that you could rewrite history? I mean, sometimes I wish that Jake didn't exist if he just somehow disappeared.
Let me guess. This has got to be the source of your secret pain.
Yeah, Spinelli found the paternity test on the hospital computer.
Elizabeth lied about the result?
Yes, she did.
And Spinelli told you the
No,
truth?
Elizabeth told me the truth when we were trapped in the elevator after the Metro Court exploded. Sonny, I've wanted to claim my kid from the minute I knew about him. But when we got rescued, I mean, Sam told me immediately that she can't have kids, and I knew it was because of me. And then Alan dies, and then Elizabeth tells me that she wants to remarry Lucky. I mean, you know, she promised that she's gonna give my kid a great life and a happy family. And then she asked me to give him up.
Hell no, you ain't giving up the kid. When did this happen?
It was the morning after Alan died.
Not a good time to be making decisions about your child.
I've been thinking about this every minute since Elizabeth told me. Every time I've held my child, I've wanted to claim him. I've wanted to say that I'm his father, right or wrong, and I'm gonna raise him.
Then you should.
Well, I'm in
Go,
lockup.
do it.
I'm in lockup. What do you want me to do? I don't know when or if I'm gonna get out this time, and if I do, I don't want this life touching my kid. I cannot promise Elizabeth that Jake will be safe with me.
You can promise to love him and protect him.
It's
and
over.
You can promise
It's
to be a good
over.
father,
I gave
which is
him
what
up.
you-
It's done.
No, it's not over.
Yeah, it is done.
You know when it's over? When you claim your child. That's when it's over.